Hello and welcome to this second video of this series. Now in this video we're going to be trying to do some examples, take some examples, and then start to fill in data into the template. Like I said, we will always start at the home page, and if this is set to stopped, you have to change it to started, because if it's stopped, you won't be able to navigate to some of the important areas. So you have to set it to started. I'm sorry about that. Set it to started, and of course you can start to type in. So all these areas are typable. Let's say for instance class 2A. Session, there's a drop down button, you can pick the relevant session. Class teacher, Mr. Ajayi Bankole. Head teacher. Of course, this template, particular templates, can be used for both primary classes or secondary classes. So for the secondary classes, you can just choose here and change it to college. So it will just change some of the, basically the difference is just to change some of the nomenclature, where you have head teacher to principal, pupils to students, basically. So that's the major. So this is class 2, let's say it's a college, River College. So principal, Mrs. Kim. S.A. So here start to enter names of the children. Now when you start to enter the names, I'm going to show you. Let's see. Maybe the surname Daniels. You can see it's telling you to provide the first name. So the first name is very important. What is important is the surname, first name, and the gender. Other name is not as important. So let me do something. Let's say it's a male. You can see say it's still telling you to, still giving you this red sign. Other names, let's put an initial H. It's still a problem, but the moment I put Daniels Jacob, or something, it tells you okay. So the moment you see okay, you know they are good to go. If I remove Daniels, it's a problem. If I remove gender, it's a problem. So it tells me to put gender. If I remove other name, it's still okay. So other name is the only non-important factor or non-important element in this section. So the rest are important. For the subjects, you enter all the subjects for that particular class: English, Maths, and so on and so forth. Completely fill the template. Now by the right, you have the ability or the control to choose or to set the grade scale for your school. So now there are grade scale that we have set within the template, which you can use. So once you set it to default, then down here you can select which of the default grade scale you want to use. You can use this or WAEC standard, that, or if they don't meet any of your school standard, you can always set yours. Just what you need to do to change this to custom Once it's set to custom, here whatever you type here will now be accessible. Let me do a cleanup of this. So you can see once it's set to custom, that is what you can use here. Otherwise, if you set it to default, it's going to use what is within the system. So whatever is here is what the system is going to be using. So let me Control Z that and get back our custom. So let's leave it at this. Available principal's remark. This is supposed to be for the report page. Now for the principal's comment, it can be automated in this sense because whatever you enter here, once the report sees the particular grade for that child, it will automatically generate the comments that you have here for the principal's remark. So it's either you use this or the system will use whatever has been programmed into it. So whatever you write here will overwrite whatever is within the system. So you can choose to fill up the principal's remark if you like, or you can retain that which is within the system. Here, fillable teacher's remark. This is useful in the teacher comment section. Allows you to have a drop-down list of comments. Let me quickly show us what that means. So this area, let me just put y z b. You see where it appears. So what this does is allows us to be able to comment easily and quickly by giving us templates. So here is that list. Here is the list of those things you wrote down. Here's YYYBBB. So shows a conscientious effort to learn, relates well. So this allows instead of having to type, you can just have those come on your drop down and you can just adjust it to suit the particular child. So you can change this to checkups relates well. So that makes entering the teacher's comments quite easy. So if you leave this principal's comment section empty, the system will use what I had explained earlier to fill up the principal's comment. But if you have anything written here, that drop-down list is also available for the principal's comment. So if you have that, if you have any comment written here, this will override whatever is in the system, and then the report card will pick this particular one. So usually, sometimes you can just leave it in case in the situation where the principal may not have the time to go over all the comments for the entire school. So the system can generate the comments based on the grades as set in the home page. So we did a quick jump to that area so we are still on the home page. So let's assume this is our home page and we have successfully filled data here. So the next thing is to head to, although there are other sections like the effective domain parameters, and this allows you to actually change the parameters on the effective domain. This is what is within the system. This is just to show you what's within the system. So whatever you change here or enter here will override this. So let's say I have GGGGG and KKK, and then just to see how this works, in case you don't like, you want to change your school parameters. So this allows me, if I go back to navigation button, maybe first time, let's just work with first time, and so you can see it as overridden, it overrides the parameter that was there before and then retains the rest. So this allows you some flexibility to be able to change the parameters to suit what you want, and then this is what's going to appear on the report page, like so. As you can see them here and here and here. So that's how that works from the home page. So I'm going to erase this to allow the default value. Then for the custom subject list, this works in a way that allows you to be able to arrange your subjects in a different way, apart from the way you've listed them here. So what does that mean? I already have two subjects. Let's say I have agric. Let's say agric. Now let's go to the report page. Let's go to the report page first time. So by default, this is the way the subject will be arranged, basically exactly the way you entered it in the subject area. But it doesn't have to be like this all the time. What can happen is that you can actually change this by using the custom subject list. So let's change the way so at your custom subject list, let's scroll to the right down here, and we can now set, okay, I want agriculture to come first. I want to give some spaces. I don't want them to be near because the subjects are few, what have you, and I'll change the order. So this allows you to be able to change the order in which the subjects appear on the report page. So if I go back to the report page now, any one of them actually, now it's still set to the default. So here under this option for subject list, if I pick custom P is for proper case, so you can see it has changed the arrangement. Custom U is for uppercase. So this gives you some form of flexibility as well, or depends on how you hope to use it. And also there's another manipulation for the way the subject is listed at the report page here. Now where this comes in is in situations where you have switched off a particular subject at the on the term. Let's say in first term or in second term or whatever term. Let's go to second term. Let's say in second term they didn't offer agriculture, but they offered English and maths. So we could have switched this off at the mark sheet here, like I showed us earlier. So we can switch off agriculture, boom, and agriculture will be gone. If there were scores here, you won't have seen the scores anymore. I'll show that in a much detailed example. So I just wanted to show us how this works. And then the report card. So what this does is it gives you the option of picking only the subjects that are available. So it only lists the two subjects that are available for that term. This will not affect other terms, only in this term. So English, and you can also arrange it in any way you like, and maths. So you can see there's no other list of subjects available for that term. But here you can see find agriculture, which can affect the way the result appears or what have you. This can be good for elective subjects as well. And so what you can do here to switch over to that is the same here, subject list. You just go to the bottom and you have this term subjects only. So it will only list the subjects that are available for this term only. That's how you set here. So you can see that we have three ways of manipulating the way the subjects are listed on the report page. First is the normal default subject entry area. Second is the subject list, custom subject list area, and then the last is that which on the report page. So this were all introduced over time based on the requirements of some of the challenges that were being faced and some of the new requirements of some of our schools or customers. So we kept adding some of all these features, and so this is what it looks like now. So that's how that works. So in the next video, because this has gotten a little long, in the next video we are going to look at profiles, and then let's see where we go from there. Thank you for watching.